That looks good. Let me grab Twitch real quick. Pop out chat. That's good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Hey, welcome to GFootage. Oops. Let me do this. Do what am I doing here? Okay, I think I'm ready to start. This is the Sausage Sports Club weekly update. I do this every week. There's a few reasons I do it. One is the obvious marketing reason of, one is to help students and new developers who are interested in getting into indie games but don't really know where to start. I feel like I was missing a resource of being able to watch somebody's process start to finish, or just like follow along a project from start to finish with continuous updates. So I'd like to kind of pay that forward. Two is the obvious marketing thing of, if I talk about the game more people will hear about it. Three is keeping a record of the game's development is interesting to me, and I think in 10 years it'll be cool to look back on like making this game, how it turned out, what I learned in the process, that kind of stuff. And then the last one is sometimes people will come join in chat while I'm doing stuff, and they'll suggest some like way to improve my process or a different way of doing things, and that has a positive effect on the game and my process. So that's been cool. So this week I submitted another build to LotCheck, which is Nintendo's like certification process to like get the game done. This one, until now, as far as I know, there's no like bugs in it that break the game. I'm sure there's still a way to get it into like a bad state, but it's like it would require so many steps to do it, or it would be so hard that it's like not something that we'd be worried about for shipping. So I think this is going to be the one that passes. Obviously I'm still waiting to hear back, but feeling really good about it. So with that in tow, I'm moving on to marketing stuff now. That basically that means like everything else besides making the game that I can do to like ensure that the launch is as good as possible. I've got a list which isn't here, but I'll kind of go through it. One for me was remaking the website, which is done. Let's see if it looks good on the computer here. Yep. So I can't really show what the previous website looks like. Maybe there's a way to do it, but it's not super important. The key differences are that it just looks more professional now. Like it's like framed properly. There's like good screenshots on the front page. I wish this like what do you call it? The YouTube video like start image, I wish that was higher quality, but if you click on it, it goes to like good quality, so it's not a big deal. It works on mobile and on and the desktop, so it's good. the copy is a lot better than it was. It's kind of more upfront, shorter description of what's going on. It's the previous version was just like bullet point of features, and it didn't didn't catch your eye. It wasn't that interesting. It wasn't like exciting. You know, this is a more exciting description. These lists were less these links were less prominent. That there were no screenshots on the page, so you couldn't get a good idea of what the game was unless you clicked on the video and scrolled through it. I didn't have a FAQ on the previous thing. These two are like pretty much all the questions I get. So I wanted to, you know, answer those up front. Got a little bit of a credits thing. If people want to make videos, they don't need to email me or whatever to like make sure they're allowed. Not that a lot of people did that, but I know some people want to see that. So I want to make sure I add that, and then just like following stuff. An interesting thing about this website is that it's Tumblr. Like, you can't really tell from anything on it, but it's just a Tumblr site with a custom theme that I bought, and then added a bunch of custom CSS stuff on top of it to remove everything that makes it look like Tumblr. The reason I did this is I wanted to make it really easy to change this site without me having to like remember how to do web dev stuff, like write HTML and CSS. So like this here is a post on Tumblr, this screenshot thing is a post on Tumblr, the FAQ is a post on Tumblr, and the video header is also a post on Tumblr. And like I said, it's really easy now for me to add new stuff. If I wanted to like add another section of screenshots or add another section of text, or once the game goes live on Steam and Switch and everything, then I'll be able to add the like widgets of, you know, the Steam store and stuff like that. So that was just, and also the site just looks generally more professional than the previous one. And since for a lot of people that could be like their first interaction with the game, or their first like impression, I guess, on the game, it's really important that it looks nice. And yeah, that's kind of the whole idea of it. So that was the first thing. The other stuff that I'm worried about and spending time on is like trailers, like, since that's how a lot of people see the game and is one of the big ways I have to reach people. If I send Nintendo a trailer, they'll probably, like most likely, put that on their YouTube channel, which a lot of people will see. And so me making a really good trailer will help the game a lot. And I would like to do, we'll see how much time it takes and like how good the ideas I have for each release date trailer and launch trailer are. But that's what I'm thinking about now. I think it would be really cool, and I'm still trying to like figure out what this would look like for the game, but I think it would be really cool to do a sing-along trailer where there's some kind of song. I wouldn't want it to be a rap, probably. I think of the Pokemon rap as like a reference, but I don't think I would want it to be a rap, just because it wouldn't really match the tone of the game, and in the same way that it doesn't match the tone of Pokemon, really. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about. The release date trailer, I think, will be more of a teaser, maybe like 30 seconds or something, just very quickly showing generally what the game is and not getting into specifics of features or anything, whereas the launch trailer would be trying to showcase everything the game has to offer: adventure mode, the multiplayer, all of the arenas, as many characters as I can show, pack customization. Oh man, my throat is clogged up. Yeah, like character customization, and really the big one that I think I wouldn't show that much of in a release date trailer that I would in a launch trailer is adventure mode, because it's weird to explain, and it, like, if the trailer's only 30 seconds, I wouldn't really have time to cover it at all. So what else do we have on my list? I want to do an Imgur post full of GIFs and dev info. During the Kickstarter, I think it was during the Kickstarter, I posted kind of a big post about my development so far. I had a bunch of GIFs of, let me see if I can find it actually. And it blew up like decently. Way more than I was expecting. I didn't really appreciate like what Imgur was at that point. I guess it was like 10,000 views, 8,000, something like that. Anyway, I posted this thing just like showing tech art from the game and like little descriptions of each thing, trying to make useful, like actually useful GIFs. And people seem to like this, so basically I'm going to make another one that kind of showcases the entire game, like how it is when it's finished, and do similar kind of tech breakdowns of stuff. Maybe polish it up a little bit more. There's a bunch of like little weird things about this. Yeah, so that's one thing. I'm also trying to figure out for the Imgur thing specifically, like, is it better to get really technical and specific with dev stuff, or should I do more of like casual layman understanding of what games are kind of post, or should I do 2 posts? Another thing, and I've started writing this in, I have like one document that's just everything I learned making the game, and I'm just kind of like, I'll think of a new section of the game, like I started with art, code, production, biz dev, design, and then under each of those categories there's kind of like subcategories emerge. Like in code there's like architecture, and then I don't know, I could do like coding style, but I'm probably not going to do that. Design really obviously splits into like game design and like combat design and level design and that kind of stuff. So I'm right now, my approach for that is just write everything I can think of and try to in like varying levels of like depth, I guess. And if I know like there's more to be written about a specific topic, then kind of give myself enough notes that I could come back and fill it in, just to start getting an idea of like how big this article would be, and like whether it should be multiple different articles, which is kind of how I'm feeling now. Article is a weird word. It's basically like a big blog post, and I would fill it out with images and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the thing I have right now. It's just like a bunch of writing. It kind of covers, I don't want to go through the specifics of this because it's not done yet, and there will be more, and I'll cut stuff out. But that's another thing I want to post, and this will probably be like, it'll be a few blog posts, and then I'll repost like onto Reddit, game dev or something, like here's a series of blog posts I wrote about making my game, which is out now, and then I'll link to it. And it's, I don't use r/gamedev a lot. That's like the game dev subreddit, but I've found that generally like actually good content that's like very in depth, very technical, from like non-hobbyist, I don't mean that to sound derogatory, but like more professional skill level developers like do really well on the subreddit, because they're kind of few and far between, and it's just how Reddit operates. So look forward to sharing that. I'm also going to do just a general post on Reddit that, and this would probably be another Imgur post, but maybe less like super in depth. Maybe it would be more of just what, like GIFs of the game explaining what the game is rather than the technical side of it. And it would, and the Reddit post would emulate or be similar to a lot of Reddit posts that people get excited about on r/gaming, which is like, I made this game myself over a long time and it's finally out, which is true and is exciting, but it's, you know, that's the kind of thing Reddit gets excited about, and you kind of want to format it to you want to format it so people can get excited about it and share it. I feel weird about saying that, but it's just like, it's marketing. You want to make shareable, good content. So that's the Reddit part. Let me go back to my list here. And aside from marketing for a second, I still have to do some like Steam build stuff to the game, which mostly is achievements, trading cards, making sure like cloud saves, whatever works on Steam, and doing like a once over of the store pages, having like the FAQ section of the website, making sure that's on the Steam page, making sure that people have enough info to make an informed decision when they buy the game. Like, a lot of people ask, does this have online? Or rather, they ask that before buying it and be able to find that out from the page, then to buy it and then refund it and give it a bad review because it doesn't have online. Yeah, Fudge, trading cards is a thing on Steam where when you play a game, you like unlock trading cards. I think you can do a max of 4 per game, and you get it over the first hour of playing or something like that. And people like, there's a real money store on Steam. Yeah, okay, you know what it is then. But that's just something I have to do for the game, and I don't really have a plan for it, so that's a thing. Is that all the Steam stuff? Oh, the Mac build is very much messed up right now, so I need to look at that. And then I need to prepare a press release to just say like, the game is out, this is what it is, check it out. And I also want to like improve my press list, like find more press that would be interested in the game, find more YouTubers that would be interested in the game, make sure I send all of them keys and stuff when I get those. Oh, another marketing thing. Once the Switch build passes, I want to make it so it appears on the coming soon section of the Switch like store or whatever. Or maybe it's on maybe when you first awake your Switch, when it's asleep or in sleep mode or whatever, it shows there's like a left bar and it'll show like coming soon games there. I want to make sure all of my metadata is like set up so that just works. I don't have to do anything weird. That's a thing. Another thing I'm hoping to be able to do immediately with launch of the game is make the game open source. Not in the most literal term of open source, where like anybody can. I guess I need to look at licenses and like actually pick the right one. I want people to be able to take the code and reuse it in their own games. I don't really care if they credit me for the use of the code or the art or whatever. And I'm totally fine with it being used in commercial projects. But I guess the license I would want is that if they were to use it in commercial projects, they would have to add to it or make changes in some way so that it's not just literally the same thing. Like the thing I would be scared of is somebody just like takes whatever version I open source and then immediately uploads it to Steam. And I know the version that I would open source or whatever, like the version that you would be able to like directly open in Unity and hit build and like export a thing, that wouldn't be the full game. It would be some kind of like demo scene in the project, or maybe like one arena or something from the project. The news section, okay. I've seen games coming soon in that news section, but I'm not sure if that's like some special case thing where you've negotiated with Nintendo to appear there, or if it's just anybody on the coming soon could be in that slot. Yeah, ask about that. So anyway, the open sourcing idea is I don't know what the like actual marketing impact of that would be, because it's not like, as far as I know, it's not like a super exciting thing for like press to write about. I think of like the big gaming news sites. I've never seen like an open source announcement be super exciting or like get tons of comments or get tons of views. I don't really see a lot of that in general anyway. Usually it would be like I think id did this a couple years ago. They open sourced Doom 3. I vaguely remember that. But it's something I think is really valuable for like anybody to be able to just like open up a full game and look around and learn from it, experiment with it, like make little tweaks in the code and see what happens, kind of thing. And with a Unity project like this, there's a lot more than just code you can tweak. You know, I could move around stuff in the scene to like change the levels and add my own 3D models, or like take a 3D model into Maya, change it, put a new texture on it, whatever. As far as I know, there's not really any like commercial quality and size Unity game that you can just basically download and open and mess around with. So I think even if it doesn't have a big effect on marketing immediate, like on the game sales immediately after launch, I just think it's like a cool thing to do that I want to try. I want to try to do. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm also thinking about, and this is like totally dependent on how the game's doing after a week, after a month, whatever, but stuff like Humble Bundle or doing a free weekend on Steam, that kind of stuff can get your game in front of a lot more people really fast, even if you're not going to make a ton of money off of it. And the benefit of doing that, like, let's say the game only sells 2,000 copies in the first week or whatever, doing a free weekend a month out would get the game in front of 100,000 people or something, and then that means way more YouTubers and stuff are going to hear about it than would if only 2,000 people are playing it, if that makes sense. So more YouTubers will play it, then that will kind of cascade upwards to bigger YouTubers if a lot of smaller YouTubers play it. Or that's the, what's the word? That's the kind of like common knowledge, is that that's the kind of thing that happens, is like if a lot of people on YouTube are playing a certain game, then a lot of other people on YouTube will start playing it. So basically, if no big YouTubers pick it up, then my hope is that a lot of small ones picking it up would get the bigger ones to pick it up. But again, that's like, yeah, only if the game is selling poorly do I want to like do I want to waste the, what's the word, like the people that would get a Humble Bundle or would play it in the free weekend on Steam, some big percent, or maybe not some big percent, but some percent of those people that get it that way would have bought it eventually if it wasn't in that, if that makes sense. So I want to maximize like the utility of a Humble Bundle or a free weekend on Steam, not like waste a bunch of potential sales on it. So that's where all that stuff is at. Glad to see the internet has been good so far this stream. What else do I want to talk about from this week? I think that's kind of it. And maybe now I'll just do another playtest. Haha. Hoping Sausage Sports Club gets popular enough for merchandise. I do too. I do too, Fudge. Plushie would be really cool. I really want a physical edition of the game on Switch. That's like, I don't know, a lot of people talk about when they were a little kid, or like impressing their little kid self, or like whatever like that. I think that's the kind of thing that if I like handed to my 10-year-old self or whatever, they would flip out. Like a physical game that I made. I get super excited about that idea. Plush is really cool too, but I'm not really personally I'm not really a plush or game merch kind of thing besides like a t-shirt. So super rare games. Yeah, there's a lot of these companies now where you can make a physical edition through them. Okay, something on my face. Limited Run is one of them. Nicalis also publishes a lot of games and like gives them a physical edition. I basically have a list of those companies that I would work with, and I'll just go down the list until one of them says yes. Oh, really? You might have told me about this actually. But if you don't mind, I would be curious to hear it again. Let me do... I'm gonna get my laptop here and make like the most recent, or make the submitted LotCheck version into a Steam build so that I can play the most updated recent version. Because it's kind of all I need to do now is just make sure the game is in good shape and fix any bugs as soon as I can. I mean, that sucks, but it's not like, it's not Limited Run's fault that they're super popular. Like a bunch of people try to do the same thing. Obviously not ideal. Yeah. I don't know what game that was for, but I do know that there's a limit on how many of these physical box editions that Nintendo lets these small companies make, because at a certain point it's competing with Nintendo's sales of games. Yeah. Oh, it's another one. Yeah, I don't know the deal with other. I mean, I don't even really know the deal with the Switch version. It's just what I heard, kind of secondhand. So. Trying to think what else happened this week that I should talk about. Yeah. I think the biggest change this week, and this might have been true last week, but I know the stream got cut off. But there was a switch in my brain where I was in like, not survival mode, but like I need to get everything I want done or the game's gonna be bad, to okay, the game is what I want it to be now, and now everything else is icing on top, and I can stop worrying about being able to finish the game or not, and now I can just make improvements or focus on marketing, or it was like a breath of fresh air, and now I can kind of relax a little bit. And that was like a huge moment where the game is really shippable. Like the version that exists now, like I'm totally happy shipping, whereas every other time I've sent a Logic build, which I think this is maybe number 5 or number 4, every other one was like, I really don't like, this isn't the one that should ship, but if it has to, then I'll deal with it and like patch it, make it better later. Now this one's like, if this was the one and it didn't get fixed ever, that would be okay. Or I mean, fixed is not the right word. If it didn't get improved ever, it would still be the game I wanted to make. So that was a cool moment to have. And right now on my laptop here, I'm making a build, gonna upload it to Switch, or upload it to Steam, and then play it. So we'll get there soon. I guess I could just play it in the editor. While we wait. Or actually, I could play it in Steam and then... Hold on a second. Give me a second to get into Steam. I don't need to see my password. Okay, cool. And we can just switch over once the other version is ready. Turn down audio a bit. So we do have an existing save already. Maybe a new one. This might be like a pretty old build actually. Yep, I can see some bugs I fixed. Oh, oops. Accidentally made a development build. Uncheck that. Okay. Thanks, Fudge. I'm glad I fooled you into it looking like a big company made it. That was one of my goals. Huh. Nice. Well, then it's a steal at 15, I guess. Nice. Scarf is good. I think this hat probably has the best physics on it. Maybe the Santa hat, actually. Like, not. He's stuck. Okay. Yeah. Oof. Okay, it looks like the Steam build on my laptop is ready, so I'm gonna upload that. Okay. That'd be cool. Yes. Good. I think I'll save up for some hats this time. The presents have random stuff. Do you mean the hat presents or the unlock presents? Like the one I just got for that meter, probably. Those have random... it's either a random new character or a random skin for a character you have, or an arena. Those are the three things that can come out of those. Oh, I'm in a quest, so I can't do that. He's gonna be so mad that we're cheating. Uh-oh, he's stuck. Oh boy. This is a pretty good bug. That's funny. I wonder if that will be fixed. Okay, let's go through. I'm gonna like make sure the Steam build is up so I can grab it. I'm gonna let Scout play for me. Come on, Scout, you got it. Oh no. Scout's really sucking. Okay, cool. Alright, let me recover. That looks bad. No. No. Get on the friggin' point. There you go. Oh, it's tied. Holy crap. Let's game, folks. Good skin. Alright, I think I can get 2 hats now. 8 and 9. No, I can't yet. Alright, let's go get this new update. Fudge is pretty small, it's only like 1 gigabyte. A little over that. but it's small. Exit Steam. Here, turn off my display for a second while I get Steam to download the update here. Yeah, you certainly won't have to for this game. You might for other games, but not for Sausage. Any second now it'll launch. Cool. That's funny. Sick. Actually, I haven't played as this skin a lot. Crown's pretty good. I think I just noticed a bug that could happen, but is like very rare. But maybe it's not a problem. If you, I think if you finish, you have to complete 3 quests to finish a day of adventure mode. If you finish 2 and then quit to main menu, it saves your progress, but I'm not sure that it spawns back the 2 quests that you have already completed. So you might spawn in, have 2 quests left, which would only spawn either 3 or 4 characters. And if one of the quests is... There's 2 quests where you talk to somebody and then they're like, you need to go talk to 3 other people and then come back and the quest will be complete. But if the situation happens like I just described, there might only be 2 other characters besides the one you have to talk to, which would make the quest uncompletable, I think. But that's like a very rare situation. Oh heck yeah. Hey, it's ya boy. Fudge, it's ya boy. The frog. I just unlocked the frog character. Talk and beatboxing. I don't think so. There's some stuff that's not far off of that. Like he talks about raps. Oh no. Ooh, dun dun. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he doesn't ever do that. Sorry, bud. Hey, it's your boy. It's your boy again. I should get an arena pretty soon, I think. Boyocharm. Sounds like very dark for some reason. Kind of works. Oh my gosh. Oh, brutal hit. Just killed your teammate there, Allie. No. I've lost. Getting a lot of flop skins right now. It's a little bit suspicious. Yuck. Don't like this hat. You're hacking the game. You're remotely hacking into my computer. What you got? Ringing hat? I'll play around with it. let's get boy in here. I actually like the blue flop. Blue flop's probably my favorite. Man, their like belly is so messed up. When you dash, it's kind of hard to see it. Oh, this is in release mode, so I can't debug, but when you dash, you can see the chest kind of gets like puffed back a little bit. Looks messed up. Nice, right into the good spot. Whoa. Are there any things that you have to do single player? Nope. It's all multiplayer. It's all co-op. "100%ing" is kind of a weird term because there's no like real tracking of that. The closest thing to a percent that you could get to 100% is this island explored stat here. Yeah, I mean, you can complete the season, but in completing one season, you won't have completed all the different quests, so it's not really 100%. But I also don't check anywhere that you've, like, whether you've completed all the quests at least once across multiple seasons, so it's a little bit weird in that way. You've got the right idea, though, that it's more about just collecting stuff and playing than about completion. Karate. What about a twin brother? Ooh, that look good. Wow, I love when that happens. In player select, or? Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, there was the one that I was, and then there was one in the world for adventure mode. Man, I just want to get more hats. Sounds alright. I guess old-timey flop is like the most appropriate to match this. He looks right at home. Thanks, Fudge. Mhm. Why don't they ever stomp? They should stomp. Look at that big bug. Ding. Sick. Is it going down a list right now? No, it can't be going down a list. It's just random. Why is this sombrero? Whoa. Get in there. Oh. I've missed. Can't believe I've done this. What if I was good? You just dunked on me. Good. That was weird. What quest was this? Expert advice. Jaws. Whoa. We're so close to dying. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. It was a lot of fun to run that. I was thinking about that today. Have you heard of Salty Bet Fudge? Because that was the inspiration for that. There, I just linked it in chat. There's this like open source game called Mugen, which is, I don't know what Mugen stands for, but it's basically like an open source fighting game where anybody can add any character, and it's got like a rigid format of a character mod, which is like adding a character. So you can download like any character you can think of that somebody has taken the time to make, and then put it into your, your like version of Mugen. And this Salty Bet thing is, they download like every mod that anybody's ever made and do random bot matches. And then before the match starts, you can see who the two characters are that are going to play, and you like bet on them in the same way that the Sausage Sports Club Twitch thing. You could bet on the teams, and you could see who is on each team. It's like that, but instead of, random characters from some unestablished IP, it's like Goku versus Donkey Kong, and then you like bet on that. But it's, with Salty Bet, it's especially interesting because sometimes the character like matchups aren't like, don't result how you would expect. Like if it was Goku versus like a cute puppy or something, you'd expect, of course, Goku's gonna win because Goku's like strong or whatever. But because the Mugen characters are like, there's like thousands of them on the internet. Nobody really knows all of them. So sometimes like you're gonna get like a little cute dog that's gonna like beat Goku in one hit, and nobody expects that, so that everybody's bet on Goku, and then it's an upset. But that was like the direct inspiration for that Twitch Plays Sausage Sports Club thing. It would be cool to bring that back again for launch. I just don't know that it would be worth my time to like add all that stuff back in. It's hard to tell because during the Kickstarter I didn't have any, when I did it the first time, I didn't have any like Twitch followers. When I started that, it was like literally from 0 people on Twitch to however many people I could get to go to Twitch from my Twitter, basically. And now that I have more followers on Twitch and Twitter, maybe it would be a thing that people would engage in a lot. I'll think about it. I hadn't really considered doing it again for the launch, but maybe. Modding for Sausage, there's no modding support at all right now. It kind of depends on if the game sells well. I think it would be cool, and skin specifically wouldn't be that hard. You would just replace the existing skin. Like, I could add a folder next to Sausage Sports Club that if you put a skin with the same name as, whatever flop skin is, like if you want me to switch the old-timey skin, you could just do that by putting a texture with the same name as that skin in that folder. Unless the game like super duper flops, I'll probably do something like that. Piotr, just like it's spelled. Or Peter. It's the last day of the campaign. Oh, spoiler, I guess. It's funny. Fudge, when you play, it'll be completely different. All the quests will be in a different order. And you'll probably see different quests than the ones I played here. But you probably already knew that. What the fuck? That was weird. Really kicking the shit out of these balls. Go, go, go. Oh, so close. How is Dirk in this game? That's not supposed to happen. Go, baby, go. Shit. Yes, jammed it. Thanks, Fudge. Yeah, the instruments are the game's entire story. Hey, what do we get? Spit. I wonder if I have all the arenas unlocked. It's weird that I haven't gotten any. What? That was not how I was supposed to say that line, though. Or, no, maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I bet I have all the arenas unlocked. No? That's weird. Oh, I have so many coins. Oh boy. Do you like this bug? Yeah, you can play co-op with a CPU. So I pick that, do one bot. Interesting, okay. I have a repro, I guess, for this bug at least. UI. New adventure. One guy teammate. Enter hash shop. Nice. That's cool. I didn't really think about it as a feature. It was just like, if I can play with AI and they'll follow me around the overworld, like why not leave them on during adventure mode? They don't really do anything except follow you around and play in matches, just like a bot would, but there's kind of like fun things that can come out of it. Like just that their name is a generated random name. Sometimes you get a funny name like Lat, like when you notice that the name of that AI was Mom, and that's just like funny things can happen as a result of that. You can kick them around and stuff. Slam at me. Oh. Wow, that hurt. Is Zim in there? I don't really remember making all the names. It's possible that I was like, haha, Invader Zim reference would be funny, but I'm not sure if that's what I was thinking at the time. Fuck. I know a lot of them are just like sounds I thought were funny. Frig. Hey, we've done it. Yeah, Gur was in the match. Gur is my bot right now. Alright, one more till the finale. I could get one more hat before then. I could just go jam on the instruments and that would probably net me another hat. There we go, we've got one. Might be too much. Might be too easy to grind for hats now. Cool. Good hat. Ooh, solid hat, especially on the camel. Nice even exclamation point. Holder after enter shot. Don't kick it in the kill. Damn. Flop, you friggin' troll. Oh my gosh, I'm getting dunked on. We can't have this. Totally gonna get dunked on. No! This is very bad. No! Okay, score is tied up again. I wasted it. No. This is too close. Yes. Just gotta defend the heck out of the goal. Hey. There we go. I wonder why that took so long. Hell yeah. I did good. I think I did pretty good on style. It did change a lot. Hell yeah. Sumo. Oh right, because I have a co-op partner. I was like, why is there 4 players? Oh no. Young, why? Why did you do this? Wow, really messing me up. No. I don't have to do well, I just have to not die. Oh my god. Which I'm bad at, I guess? I'll just stay on this tentacle. Oh no. Oh no. Yes! That's true. That's true. Wow, that's a lot of coins. I want to be able to unlock like 3 whole hats. Boom. We've done it. No major issues that time. Oops. Just unplugged my controller. Cool. It's pretty good. Oh, I should unlock more hats. Son. Me and my son. Oh, hell yeah, dude. This is my best hat. Oh, beard. I feel like that's a rare get. Like, I don't get this one a lot. This is free play? Yeah, that makes sense. Cavalier hat? Alright. Well, cool, that was a playthrough. It was pretty stable. There was a couple weird things here and there, but no major blockers. Like I said earlier, if this is the one that's gonna ship, that's totally fine with me. It's really stable. The kind of bugs that are in this, I think, are like the same level of bugs you would see in any kind of shipping game. So I'm feeling good about it. I am still gonna fix these things. Like, it would be cool if this build that I sent passed, that I could do a day 1 patch in the next week or two. Like, get that ready. Just gotta see though. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I'm gonna go unlock one more hat, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream. I don't really have much more to do. I could do another playthrough, but I'm not really feeling that right now. Nice. I haven't seen this hat in a while. How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Is that right? No, that's not right. I got 24. I have 24 total. You start with 1 when you do the tutorial, plus 3 that are just by default given to you. So I got 20 out of the 60 hats in one season, which seems pretty reasonable to me. The rate at which you unlock hats is like linear up, where every time you unlock a hat it costs 1 more to unlock another hat, so it just takes, every time takes a little bit longer. So the curve of the, like, I can't do it, but the like end of match unlocks, that's a different curve, so it's not linear for that. It's more like steady over time, and then kind of over time ramps up to take longer, and then smooths it out towards the end. So the first couple hours you're playing, it's gonna feel pretty fast, and then it's gonna slow down over time, and then it'll feel pretty consistent in the last like third of unlocks. So okay, cool. I'm gonna end it. This has been fun. Thanks for hanging out, Fudge. If you've been like lurking in chat, that's totally cool. But if you wanna be let known when I do another one of these streams, go ahead and subscribe. Or not subscribe, follow. Don't give me money, just follow. I don't need the money from Twitch, so thanks for hanging out, and see you next week.